watching this special edition of Rising Stars with Fatima and me. In our studios, we have the promoter and CEO of BollyWoo. And what they are doing is cashing in on the popular trend of merchandising Bollywood hits. So this is a startup that lets movie fans get their hands on merchandise of their favorite films. Let's talk more about this venture. We have Vinayak Kalani. He's the promoter and CEO of BollyWoo. Afternoon, Vinayak. Thank you for being here. Just tell us a bit more about BollyWoo. What's the kind of space that you work in, and what's the kind of response that your venture has got?
Thank you so much, Deep, for having me here. BollyWoo, the concept, it's a very novel and a new concept. What we're kind of doing is allowing consumers to now actually quite literally live the movie. And what I mean by that is everything that they see on the silver screen in terms of location, apparel, and accessories, they're able to now buy and experience. The traction has been tremendous. I mean, it's been overwhelming, really. We try to target this year with only doing about 10 films, but because of the response, we're trying to increase that quickly to almost 20 films now.
Okay, so here's my question to you. And first of all, thank you very much for coming in to speak to us right here on Rising Stars. I'm very curious to know, Vinayak, just what kind of movies seem to be garnering more traction? How does a typically great decision really work out when it comes to integrating your business with what's really popular on screen?
Fatima, a very interesting question. We have been in business for about 4 months now, and we've noticed some very interesting trends. It's not necessarily important for a movie to kind of do very well at the box office to do well on BollyWoo. The fashion is still sellable even if the movie doesn't do well on the box office. What helps is to have like a really strong star cast that's popular with the masses. That's something that's will always get you more traction. This is not traditional merchandising where we take the film's logo and dialogues and sort of print stationery or T-shirts out of it. What we do is we sell the actual look. So even a film that is something that's released in 2012, even that will do well today because the looks and the fashion of that movie is still sellable.
Right, so Vinayak, the big trend, of course, in Bollywood these days is the marketing blitzkrieg that you say. It's the opening weekend that makes or breaks a movie. How do you then integrate your business model or your marketing strategy with that of, a hit that's coming out over the weekend?
Absolutely. So I think, there's a huge synergy with the production house and, the promotion of the film. And it's not only about the opening weekend. The way the production house see this is, they're trying to, sell the movie during the promotions. And now with BollyWoo, they have a very tangible product that they can give to the consumers so that the audience can now relate much better with the movie. I think the synergy lasts, before the movie is released, as well as, so obviously the opening weekend is very important. And, if the film does well in terms of if there's a strong star cast, the audience would like to, connect with them, and sort of buy the merchandise.
Okay, Vinayak, just give me a sense as to some of the studios or production houses that you've been working with closely. What are some of the sort of, I know you launched just a little while ago, but I'm sure you've sort of been tracking some of the production houses that have really worked well with you. Give us a sense to some of those collaborations and what they've been about.
Fatima, we have a tie-up with every major production house today. So we have a tie-up with the Yash Raj, we have a tie-up with the Fox, we have a tie-up with the T-Series. Pretty much anybody who's really in the distribution, marketing business, the large production houses, BollyWoo has a tie-up with them. All the production houses are seeing this as a very interesting concept. They're liking it because this was a revenue stream that they had not been monetizing on. So with BollyWoo, this is an additional revenue stream. It doesn't stop them from having the traditional merchandising, relationships that they've been having, that do the stationery and the, logo merchandising. So it's pretty much every production house sees this as a valuable, relationship.
Okay, I'm going to combine two questions here. A release, right, or a Bollywood movie, the life cycle is about 2 to 3 weeks, let's say, just when it's around releasing. So it's a shorter demand cycle, it's a shorter product cycle. What do you do with your unsold inventory? How do you decide on this is the kind of production run that I need to have for a particular movie? And secondly, it's a huge unorganized market as well. You have cheaper competition, the unlicensed products that are there. How do you deal with that sector as well?
So Deep, again, just touching on this point again, we are not in the business of doing traditional merchandising. So just to explain again, traditional merchandising is, printing like a Krish, stationery, or Krish caps. Now that you very rightly said that it has a demand cycle of only, let's say, 1 or 2 weeks after the film releases. What we are doing is kind of selling the fashion, the look, the appeal of the film. Now, like I said before, like a film in 2012, like a Cocktail, is something that we have on our portal right now. Now that is very much still sellable, as sellable as a Tamasha. So I don't think the life cycle of my product is really restricted to the film at the box office. It's much longer, and it's more with the appeal of the star cast. It's more with the appeal of Deepika Padukone.
Okay, Vinayak, very quickly, because we're completely out of time. I see that you've got this this new part on your website called Trends, which seems to be new. How have you come up with that?
So, Fatima, Trends is kind of it's kind of a extension to the portal. What we're trying to do over here is to kind of get some analytical data on what are the kind of future movies that the consumers, the community would be interested in terms of we'll kind of put out some test looks out there and kind of ask the community and kind of figure out whether or not they'd be interested in buying this look, and only then will we go into manufacturing. So it's kind of an analytical software.
Right, Vinayak, much appreciated. Thank you for coming down over here. It's a great venture that you've started, and good luck for BollyWoo going forward from here.
Thank you so much.